Not only did I spend way too much money on this book, but it is off-brand on who I am. This book is literally a hypocrite. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Maggie and this is my channel. This is video 1. I have 0 followers, so don't be weirded out by the fact I have 0 followers. Today is day 1. One of the reasons I wanted to start this YouTube channel on this topic, which is starting over as an author, is because I am ashamed of my only published book. This is my book. Now, I am not ashamed, I just want to caveat here, I'm not ashamed at all of the writing. Like, the writing inside of this book is insanely powerful and is the only reason I believe that I have sold any copies. And I am so ashamed of this book. Like, I don't talk about it, I don't tell people about it, I don't promote it online, nothing like that. So every sale I've ever gotten is word of mouth, literally. Except for when I very first launched it, and that was at maybe a week of online publishing. Now, this was published in 2019 by an indie publisher, which I paid an insane amount of money to publish, to design the book cover for me, and to design the inside as well. As you can see, it's lots of cool photos and all of that. So not only did I spend way too much money on this book, but it is off-brand on who I am. So this book is literally a hypocrite. Not the writing is honest, but everything else about this book is completely hypocritical, especially considering the title is I Am Myself. And the reason why it's a hypocrite is because it's not me who designed this book. I gave the photos to my publisher, I helped choose the fonts and everything like that, but I didn't design it. I would have done it very differently. I wanted a different size. I wanted it to be a hardcover, a bunch of other things. So long story short, I am ashamed of this book. Episode 1 of my new writing vlog, I'm starting over. And when I say that, I don't mean that I am erasing everything that I've learned so far, or that any of my mistakes, any of my old publishings, any of my old works, anything like that. No. But I am starting over in a way where I have spent so much time figuring out who the F I am, especially when it comes to my writing. What is my genre, right? What kind of books do I write? Do I want my name to be known for? And I think I finally know the answer. And so when I say I'm starting over, it's more like I finally know my first sentence to my journey, if that makes any sense. Now, if you're a writer, it should make sense. This book is off-brand to me. I am not somebody who is super spiritual and into the universe, manifesting and meditating. And then I love all of those things, but you will never find me in a flowy dress, twirling around in a field, wearing flowers in my hair and making out with some handsome, smelly hippie. That was, that's a daydream. That's not who I actually am. Who I am is not flowers and light. I am positive. I always seem to find a way to bring the darkness and the stuff that people don't want to look at in their lives and in their souls, and then I somehow can make it beautiful. I can turn it into poetry. I can turn that instance of life into something tangible and amazing. If we're being honest, I am darker. So you'll look at this, right? This cover. This is the cover, ignore my hand. This is the cover that I am actually, I don't know where I'm gonna put it on the screen, that I actually have designed for this book. So you can see the two differences, and they're major. They are very, very, very different. And that's important. This one, my actual cover that I've redone, it's moodier. You notice that the flower is not standing on its own on an old page. It is actually drawn on. It's sketched on in my color, which is blue. That's the color of my energy. But it's darker. There's moody clouds. There's the flowers themselves are kind of dark. And I think that just explains a lot more the style of writing in this book as well. And the other thing that I really don't like about it is how little it is. This book is meant to be read front to back to front, or at random, kind of like you would say like a devotional. Like you can just open up to a random page and like let the fates tell you like what your poem is for that day. Or you can read it front to back. You could even read it back to front, and you can see yourself inside of this, which is why it has actually sold copies, because the people who've read it, they read it and they're like, fuck, Maggie, like, you know me. Like, how did you do this? This is so good, so powerful. Like, okay, well, that's cool. Like, so one of the questions that I needed to ask myself and answer is, what is my genre? I love to write murder mystery, and I love to write romance. Now those genres are ginormous. Romance obviously is bigger than murder mystery. I'm not the kind of books that I read. So like I love historical romances, but I don't write historical romances. I love cozy mysteries, you know, but I don't write cozy mysteries. I guess if you like took those genres, like kind of like the cozy genre, and then made it realistic, made it darker, made it so the characters were more realistic, the circumstances are more realistic, and dived a little deeper into what humanity actually is and what it actually means in circumstances like that. Add a bunch of humor, and you've pretty much got me. My poetry is both grotesque and soft and hopeful and beautiful and encouraging and truthful to a point where you're like, damn it, that is so true. I hate it in every sense of the word because it's true. I'm kind of a contradiction. I want to say I don't fit into a genre, but that's a lie because everybody fits into a genre. I am just murder mystery. I'm romance. I'm poetry. The one thing that could go across all three of them would be like coming of age. My characters, I am obsessed with characterization, so my characters will always, like that is my number one goal, feel like when you're done with the book, you're gonna be like, my characters, you'll think of them as friends you used to know, people you used to know, enemies you used to know, like actual physical people in your memory, even though obviously they're made up. That's my number one thing. All of the women in my books, they kind of have like a form of coming of age. So like they go on an emotional journey, often have to face a fear of theirs in order to become the kind of woman that they are meant to be and step into the life that they're meant to be in. I love the hero's journey, but like from an emotional standpoint and less from a fantasy standpoint. And I also love playing around with cliche characters. Like my current woman leading lady in my murder mystery, she's a best-selling author many times over at the height of her career, and she is just rude. Like I love her because she is rude. She's super into fashion, and most leading ladies in murder mysteries, they're either like super strong women, like, you know, like kind of like a cop if not a cop, or they're very much like, you know, like the cute bookstore owner who got thrown, or they're a spy or something like that. And she's kind of none of those things, which I love about her. I love my side characters. I write them as if they have their own, well, they do. They have their own plots. They have their own fears and backstory and everything like that, their own hero's journey, because that's what real life is about. Like there is no main character in life. It's just a perception of who's telling the story. Yeah, so this is my vlog, and I should probably wrap it up. What should you expect out of it? Why should you subscribe? Well, because I'm awesome. 2, because my goal with you is to be as truthful and authentic with you as I possibly can. And the third reason is because I'm going to bring you in on my journey of redesigning and relaunching this book. I'm going to be adding a whole bunch of other poems into this book, and it's going to be thick. It's going to be hardcover. It is going to blow up the internet. Hopefully, at least that's the goal. Also, I'm a huge big dreamer. So if you are a writer who actually is unafraid, or at least wants to be unafraid to dream big about your writing goals, I'm definitely the channel for you. And also, I'm gonna start hosting Write With Me's, accountabilities. I literally watched this video of how clean with me if you have anxiety and depression, and most authors have some sort of mental disorder, disability. I don't know how you want to say it. I personally think that it's a blessing in disguise when it comes to being an author, because we can see life in a very, very beautiful and different way. But it makes cleaning my house hard. So I was watching this video, and it's literally like 30 minutes of this lady cleaning in fast motion, and she talks over it, and she played music over it, and we cleaned together, and I don't know, she's just some random lady, and my house looks really clean. So I was thinking about doing that, but accountability for writing. So if you're the kind of person who doesn't like to write alone, or at least needs a reason to show up, I'm gonna start hosting those. And then also, I am on a journey of traditional publishing. So if you have decided that you don't want to do the self-publishing act, which I don't want to ever do it again, once I get my new book out, then join me on that journey. I have already heard back. Well, I'll go into that. It's tumultuous, it's dramatic, you'll love it, and you'll be like, why the hell did you do that, Maggie? Or why the hell didn't you do that? But I'll just leave it at that, a little cliffhanger, a little taste of the next episode. Yeah, so follow me. Episode 1 of my writing vlog is finished, and I hope that you subscribe, like, comment, say hello, tell me where you're watching from. I think it is so cool that you could be watching this. I'm filming this on July 11th in Reno, Nevada, in the mountains. It is way too hot in here. I'm sweating my makeup off. It's 5:10 p.m. You are watching this at whatever day, time, and place you are watching it. And in a way, we're kind of time traveling. So love that journey for us. Yeah, anyways, talk to you later. Okay, bye.